Hello everyone, I'm Freddy Fazbear and welcome to a special Ultimate Custom Night rundown video. So in the last video, you guys might remember, Foxy and Barney said we'll probably release a video which runs down all of the clips from the previous Fazbear reactions where we talk about the Ultimate Custom Night A.I.s, just in case you guys forgot what they are because, you know, even though the Ultimate Custom Night is supposed to come out in August, I am sure Scott's gonna release it early. So, here's a quick rundown of all of the Ultimate Custom Night A.I.s so far, just as a little archive for the future. Alright, roll the clips!
Golden Freddy. When he appears after lowering your tablet, pull it back out quickly to get rid of him. Staring at him for too long will end your run with an unpleasant surprise.
Helpy! He will appear on your desk at random when closing your tablet! Get rid of him quick, or he'll get up close and personal with an air horn! BB, he will try to sneak in through the side vent. Close the side vent and wait until you hear a thud indicating that he's gone. If BB slips in, he will temporarily make a nuisance of himself, disabling your flashlight until he leaves.
JJ! She will also try to sneak in through the side vent, close the side vent, and wait until you hear a thud indicating that she's gone. If JJ slips in, she will disable all door controls before she leaves.
Nightmare Fredbear and Nightmare. This tag team duo are invisible to the cameras and can only be seen when they reach your doorways. Fredbear takes left, Nightmare takes right, and even then, only their eyes are visible. Close the doors on their faces and send them back into the darkness.
Phantom Freddy. He will slowly materialize into your office, fading in from nothing. Shining your flashlight at him is the only way to make him disappear again. If he fully materializes, he will jump scare you and cause you to black out temporarily. Old man consequences! Better catch a fish! The Marionette! If you neglect its music box, then it will break free of its prison. Once out, it can't be put back inside, and your ventilation system will drain much faster than it did before, causing blackouts and eventually a game over. Night Marion! His presence moves randomly to different locations in your office as you play, and begins to reappear when your mouse cursor moves over him. Be quick to avoid the area of the office that he occupies, or your run will end with a jump scare!
Music Man! He is behind you, always, and he is sound activated. If you continue to make a lot of noise, he will slowly become more active, crashing his cymbals together faster and faster, finally ending your run with a startling face-to-face jump scare.
Nightmare BB. He sits in your office throughout the night, usually slouched over. When slouched, be careful not to shine your light on him. If he is standing, however, shine your light to return him to his sitting position. Otherwise, he will attack when you turn away.
Happy Frog! She climbs around in the overhead duct system, making her way towards the hoses that drop into your office. Use the audio lure to hold her in place. She is fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure, but is immune to the effects of the heater.
Mr. Hippo, he climbs around in the overhead duct system, making his way toward the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Happy Frog.
Pig Patch. He climbs around in the overhead duct system, making his way toward the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him, or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 100% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Mr. Hippo.
Nutbear! He climbs around in the overhead duct system, making his way toward the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him or the audio lure to hold him in place. He is fooled 50% of the time by the audio lure. He is slightly faster than Pig Patch.
Orville Elephant. He climbs around in the overhead duct system, making his way toward the hoses that drop into your office. Use the heater to repel him, or the audio law to hold him in place. He is fooled 10% of the time by the audio law. He is slightly faster than Nedbear.
Springtrap. He climbs around in the vent system, making his way toward the vent opening, embedded in the wall in front of you. Track him by watching the vent monitor. He moves silently, so don't bother listening for him. But when he is poised to attack, you'll see his face looking back at you from the vent. Close the vent door on him to send him away.
Molten Freddy. He also climbs in the vent system, but is much faster than the other animatronics. When it comes to maneuvering his way towards you, you can track him on the vent monitor. And you can hear his laugh when he is poised to attack. Close the vent door on him to send him away.
Ennard, he also climbs in the vent system, but unlike the other animatronics in the vents, he is difficult to track, appearing only briefly here and there when moving. He can't be seen in the vent opening, but gives himself away by making a squeaking sound before attacking. Close the vent door on him to send him away.
Phantom Mangle will appear at random in your viewing monitor. Close the monitor or switch viewing modes to make it disappear. If left on screen for too long, Phantom Mangle will invade your office temporarily, causing audio distractions and increasing your noise meter, which can attract even more problems. Mangle makes his way through the vent system, but unlike the other animatronics in the vents, once he reaches the vent to your office, he will never leave, and will enter your office the moment the vent door opens. The only way to stop her is to use the vent snare, which can only be active in one place at a time, forcing you to keep track of Mangle's location in the vents to ensure that the correct vent snare is active. Once in your office, Mangle will hang from the ceiling, creating audio disturbances before eventually dropping down to jump scare you. Withered Chica, she is the last of the 5 vent crawlers. Withered Chica can be blocked by the vent snare as well as the vent door. Unlike Ennard and the others, she gives no audio clue when she's at the door, meaning you need to track her position using the vent radar. If she reaches the vent door, she will become stuck in it, preventing you from closing it for the rest of the night. While her girth prevents Ennard, Molten Freddy, and Springtrap from passing, Mangle can still get through. While this may seem like a strategic advantage, keep in mind that Withered Chica may eventually wiggle free and jump scare you. Toy Barney! He sneaks in through a trapdoor to your right. There is no way to prevent him from entering your office. Your only defense is to put on your Freddy Fazbear mask to fool him. Looking directly at him will increase the effectiveness of the mask, causing him to leave a little faster. Toy Chica, she sneaks in through a trapdoor to your left, and just like Toy Bonnie, there is no way to prevent her from getting into the room. Your only defense is to put on the Freddy Fazbear mask to fool her. Toy Chica is faster than Toy Bonnie and will invade your office more often. However, she is easier to fool with the mask, especially when looking directly at her. Jacko Chica, she appears at both your left and right doors at the same time. Closing either door by itself will have no effect on her. Check your cameras and view the hallways on either side of you. When Jacko Chica is fully materialized at both doors, close both doors simultaneously to cause her to disappear. Keeping her office cool will prevent her from appearing. Jacko Chica only begins to appear when your office overheats. Rockstar Chica, she stands outside your office waiting for her chance to jump scare you. She can approach from either side. Closing the doors will not cause her to leave. To make her leave, double-click the wet floor sign to place it in front of the door that she is standing at. This will discourage her from entering. She will be afraid of slipping and make her go away.
Freddy Fazbear. He approaches from the left hall, emerging from the darkness and progressing in stages towards your door. Keep track of him on the monitor and shut the door when he is standing in the doorway to turn him away. He moves faster as the building gets warmer, so try to keep him at a cool 60 degrees whenever possible.
Phantom BB. He will appear on your viewing monitor at random. Quickly change cameras or close the monitor to avoid his jump scare. Getting jump scared by Phantom BB will cause you to black out temporarily.
Phone guy. He will call at random into your office, and you will only have a brief amount of time to mute his call. If you fail to mute the call, then you'll be forced to listen to the whole thing, which will aggravate you, as well as any animatronic that is sensitive to the noise level. Also, the mute button will appear in unpredictable locations.
Nightmare Freddy. While you aren't looking, mini Freddys, aka Freddles, will accumulate on your desk and around the office. Shine your flashlight to scare them away. If you let too many of them gather together, then Nightmare Freddy will be summoned, ending your run with a jump scare.
Chica, she hangs out in the kitchen, being generally clumsy and knocking over lots of pots and pans. In the Custom Night, the kitchen is also where the music box happens to be, and while Chica doesn't care if the music box is wound up or not, she can grow tired of the music selection playing. As long as you hear the pots and pans, Chica is content. If she stops making noise, however, then she has grown tired of the song, and you only have a short amount of time to change it. Don't get too eager to change the music selection though, because if you change the music while Chica is happy, then she will leave the kitchen to come and get you. Once she leaves the kitchen, there is no way to make her go back.
Lefty. He sits in the closet off of the left hallway. He becomes more and more agitated if the office becomes too noisy or too hot. This state of agitation increases slowly and will eventually end with Lefty jump scaring you. Lowering the noise won't reverse the effects, nor will reducing the temperature, and doors won't prevent Lefty from getting to you. The only way to ease his temperament is to switch on the global music box, which soothes all the music box animatronics at the expense of extra power being drained.
L-Chip. L-Chip is just a cameo mascot when he appears at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. His real passion lies in authentic Mexican cuisine. He isn't here to jump scare you, but he may interrupt your night with some jarringly colorful advertisements for L-Chip's Fiesta Buffet. Click skip or press enter to get rid of the invasive advertisements before you lose control of what's going on in your office.
Withered Barney. He slips in through the trapdoor while you're viewing your monitor. You'll know he's there by the audio and visual distortions he causes just by standing there ominously. You'll only have a short amount of time to put on the mask to ward him off. Otherwise, a jump scare is all you'll have to look forward to.
Fun time, Chica. She isn't here to ruin your day. She just wants her moment in the spotlight. She will occasionally appear on your screen as though posing for the red carpet, accompanied by camera flashes, which may cause some distortion. You'll need to learn how to maneuver around your office despite these disorienting effects. Otherwise, someone else may take advantage of your confusion and crash the party.
Toy Freddy. Relax, Toy Freddy is retired. He sits in the parts and service room playing video games on his big screen TV. What game is he playing? Five Nights with Mr. Hugs, of course. The problem is that Toy Freddy has never been very good at video games, and if he loses his game, he'll probably blame you for it. Check the parts and services cam to see how he's doing. In Five Nights with Mr. Hugs, there are 3 ways into the office, and only one door can be closed at a time. Click the cams on Toy Freddy's monitor, then be sure that the appropriate door is closed to prevent Mr. Hugs from getting into his office. If you check on Toy Freddy and see Game Over on his screen, that means that Mr. Hugs has already jump scared him, and now Toy Freddy is on his way to jump scare you. Once Toy Freddy has been jump scared, there will be no way to calm him down, and no way to save yourself.
Fun time, Foxy. He hides behind his curtain waiting for the show to begin. Check his stage and read the sign to see when the show time is. It will always be on the hour, but the hour will be random. For instance, showtime may be 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., etc. Remember that time because showtime is the exact moment that you get jump scared. There's only one way to prevent showtime, and that's by viewing his stage the moment the hour changes. If you are watching him on camera when showtime arrives, then the show will be delayed by several hours, and the sign will change as well. Each hour in-game lasts exactly 45 seconds, and there is a timer visible while you play. Use this to calculate exactly when you need to be viewing Funtime Foxy's curtain to ensure that showtime never happens.
But Laura, she will approach from either the left or right hall, disabling all of your camera feeds as she approaches. You'll have to rely on the sound of her music to determine which side she's approaching from, and close the correct door before she reaches you. Close the door in time and she will retreat into the darkness.
Rockstar Barney. He will occasionally appear in your office and is conspicuously missing his guitar. In fact, the only way to appease him is to locate his guitar on the camera system and double-click on it. Fail to do this in a timely fashion and you'll lower your monitor only to be greeted with a jump scare.
Rockstar Foxy. His parrot will occasionally fly through the office, and if you're able to click on it before it gets away, then Rockstar Foxy will appear in your office, yar! While the other Foxies are here to only torment you, Rockstar Foxy isn't quite as hostile. In fact, mateys, he will probably offer a few interesting boosts to help you get through the night, such as increasing your power meter, restoring the temperature at a cool 60 degrees, or soundproofing your office for 5 seconds. However, choosing to summon Rockstar Foxy isn't without risk. If you catch him in a bad mood, he may just greet you with a jump scare and end your run.
Circus Baby!
Nightmare Barney!
And Nightmare Mango!
They will all approach from the right hall, but each of them will only attack once per night, and they change their order of attack each night so that you won't know who to expect first. There are 2 ways to defend against them. One is to shut the right door and leave it shut for the duration of the night, which is obviously impractical as that would drain your power.
The other is to purchase their plush toy from the prize corner. The prize corner only has 3 plush toys available to buy: Barney, Mangle, and Baby, and your funds will be very limited, so it's important to buy the characters in the order that they appear in the hall. You must use Faz coins to purchase the plush toys, and there are only 2 ways to accumulate them throughout the night.
One way is to block the attacks of other animatronics. Each successful block earns 1 Faz coin. The other way to earn coins is to find them on the cams and scan your mouse cursor over them to collect them. Increasing the difficulty of these characters will increase the price of their plush toys.
William Afton, aka Scrap Trap. Afton has the distinction of having the simplest mechanic in the game, but also possibly the scariest. He will only attack once per night, and there'll be no way of knowing in advance when this attack will happen or if it will happen at all. He will always attack from the vent on the right wall, and when he does, there will be a violent clamoring sound in the vent, and the lights will flicker. When this happens, you will only have a fraction of a second to close the vent door, or your run will end with Afton screaming in your face.
Scrap Baby! Once per night, she will appear on the other side of your desk, slouched over and appearing to be decommissioned. There'll be a shock panel sitting next to her. You can shock her at any time by clicking on this button, but it will drain 1% of your power each time that you do so, and it will have no effect until she is poised to attack. You must refrain from pushing the button until you notice that she is moved. Shocking her at this stage will cause her to leave your office and not return. If you fail to notice that she is moved and bring up your monitor again, you'll have nothing but a jump scare to look forward to.
Rockstar Freddie! He will stand in your office for the entire night, and on occasion will activate, demanding a payment of 5 Faz coins. If you pay him, he will return to sleep mode. Fail to pay him in a timely fashion, however, and your run will end with an angry Rockstar Freddie in your face. The problem is, Faz coins might be scarce, especially if you have other Faz coin demanding animatronics in the halls. Thankfully, there is another option at your disposal, dude. If you're running short on Faz coins, or just prefer not to spend them here, just crank up the heat for a few seconds. This will cause Rockstar Freddie to malfunction, and eventually think that the payment has been made.
Trash in the game!
Barney! Poor Barney has been forced to share a cramped stage with another animatronic, Foxy, and he's pretty upset about it. These two will take turns looking out from the curtain, but whereas Foxy will hide himself when viewed on camera, Barney will do the opposite and become more agitated. If Barney is looking out for the curtain when you view Pirate's Cove, he will take the opportunity to flash his blinded eyes and scramble the cameras, all of them for a significant amount of time. Needless to say, losing the ability to use your cameras for this long will most likely be a death sentence. The only way to tell who is actively looking out for Pirate's Cove is to observe a tiny figurine on your desk. This figurine will change from Foxy to Barney depending on who is active in Pirate's Cove. Not paying attention to this detail and thereby looking or not looking at Pirate's Cove at the wrong time can cost you your run. Foxy! He inhabits Pirate's Cove along with Barney, and while you shouldn't view Pirate's Cove when Barney is active, it's a necessity when Foxy is. Foxy will gradually make his exit if you don't check on him regularly, and once he's out, there's no way to make him go back. He also has a new trick up his sleeve to get into your office. He gets in piece by piece. He will find any vulnerability in your office and slip in chunks of himself. Arms, legs, head, torso, through any open vent or any open door until all of his fragments are inside. Once there, he will wait for you to pull up your monitor before putting himself back together and jump scaring you.
And that's it. That's all of the Ultimate Custom Night A.I.s. I'm really looking forward to the Ultimate Custom Night and hope you guys are too. When it gets released, Plushtrap will probably do the first video where he just kind of checks out the Ultimate Custom Night and sees all of the jump scares, checks out the challenges, and just gets a feel for what the animatronics do. Kind of like that video that the puppet did on the Sister Location Custom Night. And then after Plushtrap makes that video, they will try doing all of the modes in other videos. Alright guys, let us know in the comments below what's your favorite Ultimate Custom Night AI and maybe what's your least favorite as well. And are you guys looking forward to the Ultimate Custom Night? Because I sure am. Alright guys, so please give this video a thumbs if you liked it. Please subscribe if you want to see Ultimate Custom Night on the channel. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye everyone!